Section 5 was the first week where I thought, oh, that's actually not that much to do. Maybe I can already speed up my progress and start with the next section. But there was I wrong. Not about the exercises though, they were pretty okay and maybe even possible to finish within 2 days. There were exercises about gesture drawing and also getting a bit into the abstract or creative way of thinking. The drawing exercises were pretty helpful to figure out how to draw a human body in proportion, and I like getting a bit abstract with the statue drawing. In this section's oil painting exercise, I learned about painting fat over lean with this ram. Everything possible within 2 days, no drying time needed in between. Easy, right? But there was some kind of problem, and the problem was me. Or better said, the way of thinking that I've grown more and more over the past years. Let's go on a travel back in time.
It's 2019. I'm sitting on the rocks. The rhythmical sound of water stroking softly around the stones is lying in the air. It's the sound of hundreds of small waves making their way towards the beach, just to turn around and come back in a moment again. You can only guess where the dark water turns into the black sand of the beach. Just once in a while the top of a wave manages to catch the shine of the stars and the street lamps and turns it into beautiful glitter, which spreads across the ocean. My bestie is sitting right next to me. We're on vacation, just the two of us, on an island far away from the clutches of our daily lives at home. I'm still fired up from the talk with that guy that I just had. A moment full of passion, not for each other, but for art. The soft breeze is blowing through my hair. It's the feeling of freedom. It's the feeling that here and now anything is possible. Anything can be true. I can be anything. I want to be an artist, I whispered gently into the night.
Well, more or less this is how the spark within me was born, a spark that slowly but constantly grew and turned into a rushing fire which wasn't able to be stopped. Certainly this fire helped me to achieve my dreams, quit my job and give this art thing an honest chance. But this fire also took its bad turn on me and burned away a lot of passion and energy, which I realized just now. Even though I wasn't thinking about making art and career seriously for quite a while, I still had that dream. This was enough to make me grow the belief that I have to work more for it, to paint more, to be more on social media, just to give it the slightest chance to become true. Yes, of course, this is what leads to success, but the way that I approached it was just tearing myself down. Because all I was telling myself was just, you're not doing enough, you're not good enough, you will never do it like this. Yeah, you bet it, not the best way to build up confidence or a healthy work motivation. All I achieved was just that, even though I didn't do that much, I just was never able to relax. Another thing that I would have done differently is taking commissions. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed doing them and especially loved bringing joy to other people, but I ended up taking all the time that I took for painting just to do commissions. So if you're a young artist trying to figure out your own style and don't know in which direction to grow yet, yes, also not the best way to do it. I basically didn't give myself any freedom for my own creativity. So the joy kind of slipped away more and more, and I started procrastinating more and more. Just the same with the mastery program. Especially during section 5 and 6, I had no motivation at all. I barely did any recording. I didn't talk to the camera at all. And I just really hated this ram that I painted. So I decided to try again on a day where I felt a little better. And I redid the ram, this time with a little more passion, and you can already tell the difference. I also tried a new color theme, and I think this gives a much more artistic vibe to it. Deep in me, of course, I still wanted to become and be an artist, and I know that it's the thing that gives me the greatest feeling of joy and makes me settle into myself the most. So let's bring that back to the surface. Here's what I did. First, decided to not do commissions for now. Second, take time away from painting and trying to not worry about it. I mean, I had to search for a new flat anyways and stayed far away from home, so that was kind of good in that situation. Third, got a new flat, a new atelier, so I kind of recreated my room, which makes me feel better. Fourth, taking vitamins and going to the gym to increase my blood circulation, since that one was mostly not the best. Fifth, giving myself time to enjoy other things too, like for example playing Stardew Valley with my boyfriend. Sixth, giving myself time for my own projects and own creative ideas. And last but most important, trying to talk positive to myself all the time, even though that can be hard sometimes. Last two ones, I'm still working on it. Coming back to the program after moving flats, I already felt much better about it. The first exercises of section 6 I already did in my old flat with my old habits. There I learned about perspectives of a city, followed by an actual city drawing from a photo. And the next thing I was supposed to do is a drawing of a crowd. That one made me procrastinate so much. But I started it in my new home and honestly it still wasn't my favorite, but I did it step by step and it didn't turn out that bad. And then there was the city oil painting. And it felt so good to paint again. Somehow, this time I was able to really let go of trying to create photorealistic results and just had fun to paint loose and expressive. If you just try to catch the general shapes, it's quite easy to create a city image, and I just love all these colorful reflections. Putting cold box in the end really made a difference on creating a lot of depth in the painting. Sorry that I didn't record that much of my process this time. Sometimes life just comes in between, and I guess that's okay. I feel like I'm on a much better track now, and I hope this video was still helpful. Maybe it prevents one or another from doing the same mistakes, or just giving motivation to fight through it. Just reach out, maybe we can have a little chat about it and help each other stay motivated and just see the wonderful, beautiful side of arts again. Well then, see you soon.
I had a dream, the sun was shining all on your face and on mine too, and our favorite